What's up, you guys? In this video, I'll be showing you how to change the headliner in the second generation Lexus GS. I have a all black thing going on right now, and I don't like that. Hopefully today in this video, I'll be taking this shit out too. I see people change the headliner, but they can't ever get that. You notice I actually lowered the car. I did some other shit to it too. I threw on a IS 350 diffuser, retrofitted it. It actually looks nice. As always, before you start working on anything, you should probably disconnect the battery. Negative always. It's pretty simple. My last video, I showed that this can come off with just a little pry bar. I use a skinny screwdriver, flathead, that works. This is also gonna come out. There's gonna be screws, two here, and then you take this thing out. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll show you guys. Fuck. This one, as you can see, like right here, like slides out. This, just pop these out. It's gonna be the same for all of them. Phillips, all four of them. For this one, I came behind it with a little screwdriver. I popped it out right here, and then the whole thing came out, and then it opened this little thing. That's what we need out. There's two of them. If you're struggling to take this one out, this slides out that way in case you didn't know. So, easy way to get it out. Make sure you're keeping track of your screws too. Once you got it out, it's an easy clip. Push this one in, the whole thing should come off pretty easy. It's not like the engine clips. This one's easy to get out. For the side pillar, you're gonna pop this thing out, preferably with a screwdriver, but I'm kind of one-handed for you guys. 10 millimeter, there's gonna be a clip in here that comes straight out, and then a little socket down here, which you push down and then pull out. I'll show you guys when I get there. I got a little ahead, but you stick your hand back here, get proper support, pull it out. I already got the clip out. So now from here, I'm pushing down and out, and then back, and it's out. This is the socket I was talking about, where you have to push it down and then out like that. That fits in there. This is the clip that comes straight out right here. 10 millimeter. And you're gonna wanna get these 10 millimeters off too. I'm kind of struggling with this one, but I'm gonna get right back to it. While you're here as well, to remove it, you have to remove the weather guard, which runs along here. You can pull it down here and out here at the same time to get it off fairly easy. You gotta get it off just the top part. To my knowledge, you don't have to go any further down. This is just to get the headliner out. This little thing I forgot to explain. You just go in there with a little Phillips screwdriver, cross screwdriver, comes straight out. So some unfortunate news. It looks like this thing's gonna have to come out. In the back, when you take off the weather strip, you get the handle off, and I'm doing the pillar. This is only if you're doing the pillar, by the way. I'm doing all pillars. This is gonna be probably the worst one, but I'll try to get that figured out. It's all clips that you just pull out. So far I have 2 clips, and it's looking like the third one, yeah, if I try to pull it out, it's just gonna bend the whole thing. So I'm gonna take out this, which I've heard is fairly easy. This, you literally just pull up. You go down deep under there, and you just, like that. You can do that on both sides. Once you get the clip up, pull it up, and then come out. There's like a hook down there. See, if I could do it one-handed, you could do it with 2. You can kind of see the clip right there, or the hook that I was talking about. Just get under there, give it the good old, give it a good old tug. There you go. God damn, I need to clean this thing. I'm gonna clean this right now, actually. This is terrible. Jesus Christ. So a little cool discovery while I was down there. This thing's been in Japan before, or whatever language this is. Down in the comments, tell me. Pretty dope. Yeah, anyone hit me up, tell me if this is worth any money. I'll sell these bitches. It was so bad down here. It was a bunch of old dried out Chinese food. Pretty sure I got like 10 horsepower from cleaning all that shit out. But yeah, this shit was in Asia, somewhere in there. And it had me thinking of my ex-wife, Grace. So yeah, if you're watching this, Grace, come back to me. I miss you. To get the back seats off, you're gonna wanna raise this. You gotta take these things off. There's a little flap back here. lift it up, and then there's bolts down there. And I believe, yeah, it looks like a 12 or a 14 holding this. And it should be just those 4 holding it. All right, so I lied. It's not just the 4. They're all 12s though. I think I could work around it, but I don't want to. It's actually that one too. I'm guessing there's gonna be another one on this side. So it'll probably be 1, you'll know because it has this little thing on it. 2, 3 maybe, and then 4 over there. But you gotta be careful with the seat belts. I'm gonna be leaving them in because that's way too much of a hassle to take them out. You need like a special tool to go through the back. I'm gonna push it forward and then I could have some work or like room to work with right here. That should be it. Once you got this kind of space to work with, it's fairly easy to just pull it out. That's only if you're doing the pillars though, which I am. But upon pulling it out, I noticed some of them, I think you pull up or like that. No, wait. Oh, out. You pull out towards you. Okay. So you're gonna be pulling this way pretty much. Or you run a chance of maybe fucking up some of your clips. But luckily I did not. Oh, I did actually. Fuck. Whatever. I got it out. Well, I was gonna say I'm good to go, but don't be like me. Make sure you get this thing off too. It's just the Phillips in there. I'll update you if you need to get the one under here too, but I'll see right now. So it is just the 1 screw. To take it out, go with a little flathead. I'll show you. It's gonna be like that, right? This little clip is what's stopping you from getting it out. You just push that in through there, slides out easy. You don't even have to take the glass off. I got these off. This one's super easy. You just go about here with a flathead, pry it out right here, pry it out. Don't fuck up any of the clips. This one, same thing. Anywhere above the top where you don't see the clips, go in, pry it out. Clip is super easy. Push this little nub right here, comes out. So it's also 1, 2, 3, 4, and the whole thing should come off. So 1, 2, 3 clips, super easy. The only one that wasn't this one, because I fucking hate Toyota clips and I don't really have nails. You just push it down, pull it out. It's easy. That should be it. Now I gotta do the same to the other side, and that should be it. It comes out. All right, I got everything out on the opposite side as well. And going back to it, I realized you should be taking these out and putting them back in if you didn't break them, or else it's not gonna clip back in right. So what I did, needle nose pliers. See if you can find a little one that could pry shit off. You get right under the first one, find a point of leverage. Don't grip it too hard. I'm trying really hard. I'm one-handed right now, keep in mind. And that's it. Ooh. Oh, yeah. If this comes off, easy fix. It just goes right here. Clips on easy. That's it. Now you got everything out. I kind of got a little bit ahead of myself, but you want to like feel around. There's gonna be clips all around. I'll show you guys once I get it out. I started back here. It's a good place to start. Easy clips. One thing you do want to watch out for when you're taking it out, the only thing I could really think of that might damage it is this right here. This lip right here, you can't really tell very well, but it's tucked into this piece of metal. So you're gonna get it out and then slide your finger out, slowly pull it out. I think if you rip it down, you're gonna like cause some like tears, vertical tears down there. That's not what you want. And this right here, you just work around it. You just pull it out. There you go. Actually, damn, I just got the whole thing out. All right, and that's pretty much it. All right, well, getting this thing out is kind of a pain, so turn the battery on, plug it in, whatever the fuck, and hit the seats, push them all the way back, or like lean them forward, like push them forward and then lean them back. That's what I meant. And maybe that'll get it out easier. All right, well, I did what I could. It might be wait, Never mind. I'm gonna try pushing that seat forward, maybe that'll change it. Well, I made a mistake. I tried forcing it. Don't do what I did. I hope you guys learn. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna see what I could do to fix it. But to get it out, I pushed one seat forward, leaned it forward, which is probably the first thing I should have done. I kind of went the lazy way. If you really want to get it done, like without fucking up your headliner like I did, take out your door panel. You get so much more clearance right here. And honestly, I don't know why I did that. I'm kind of dumb for that. But it's too late now, so I'm gonna get to work. So it's probably not gonna be possible to get this off. All of the screws are facing downwards. I could, you know, remove these brackets, but then there's metal hoses holding them in place to this. And with older cars in general, the fucking sunroof, you generally don't want to fuck with that. You generally don't. I'm gonna try one more thing. I'm gonna open it up from the outside, and then if that doesn't work, oh well, I tried. Now that I skipped ahead a little bit again, I got that shit off. Right now, I skinned one, and I'm gonna be using it as a template and then glue it back on. Make sure when you get the glue, it's for this headliner adhesive. High heat resistant, you know, stuff like this. Vinyl, what I'm doing right now is vinyl. Make sure you get the right stuff, because if you cheap out on it, if you use what you already have, it's gonna sag. You see that in a lot of cars. The headliner starts to sag. So don't cheap out on that. Two things you want to keep in mind while you're doing this is you want to be aware of which way the pattern is going to be facing. So I want my squares to run this way, vertically along the whole car, you know, like how I did with the diamond stitching. You want to be aware of which way it's headed and like how the pieces come out, like at what angle they come out. And it's better to overshoot than to undershoot. So don't be afraid to cut over and pay extra, because if you undercut it, it's just gonna look like shit. So make sure it's bigger, test it on the piece, and then see how that looks. I suggest you use a razor, but I'm using a really high quality knife. Like, this thing's super sharp. You wanna carve out all the extra foam, or else there's gonna be high points. And me personally, I don't want that. Especially since I'm using vinyl. If you were using something like that's padded, it wouldn't show as much, but vinyl's very flat. So yeah, do that. Now, before you just start gluing shit, like as you can see, make sure you have good preparation. Make sure you got good ventilation too. Last time I did this, I was doing my windows, took them out, paint thinner. I got so high, I didn't even realize it. Like, I was straight up losing brain cells. So make sure you don't do nothing stupid. So, pretty good news. I was able to figure out how to get this pillar off. What you want to do, take this bolt out, take this screw out, go behind both guards, yank it as much as you can further down, but then there's this clip stopping you. That's why you're pulling those out, so that you can get a little bit of space to work with. You pull it out. Right now, you're gonna need a screwdriver with a ratchet on it, because down here, screw heads on it. You can't really see, but those are screw heads. And move this out the way. Once the screw heads are out, this is gonna pop out, and then you come up here. You're gonna remove the seatbelt bracket, or what's holding the seatbelt in between this, and then easy, this is out. So I was able to get the seatbelt pillar out. Like I said, you're gonna take that piece up top out, and then you pop this out. You can go in there with your pinky, pop it open, 14 millimeter in here. Seatbelt comes out, feed it through. All right, so this is, oh damn, a little bit of bubbling, but I'll push that out. This is pretty much the end product for one of them, and I'm gonna get started for this one as well. I made the mistake of not leaving enough slack on the sides, so make sure you're you know, making a big square and then cutting around it. Now with the GS, one thing I don't see a lot of people doing that I'm gonna be doing is actually hitting the plastic as well and the seatbelt portion of the pillar. So literally everything that I pulled out is gonna be black. The one thing I could not get, because I'd have to take apart the whole sunroof system, is the visor, the sliding visor. So I'm gonna be going in there with cotton, like paint cotton or paint marker, and I'm just gonna be going black. I don't care if it's, I mean, black is black. How off could it be? So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Now, I understand this is already a hectic video, but it turns out that you don't need to undo the top ones to get this pillar out. I'm very sorry if you already did. All you gotta do, remove the two there, and then it literally just opens up. You open that up, and then it slides down. So yeah, I'm not, keep in mind it's my first time, so yeah. That was a little bit of an accident here, but that's gonna be covered, and this I'm gonna just touch up, so it doesn't really matter. But if you're struggling to get that thing off, let me show you how to do it real quick. The side where it's angled, you're gonna push it down as far as you can, right here. Pull it out so that it's above the tab. Push it over the tabs. Just the one. You only need the one on the left, not the one on the right. And then the whole thing should just come out. It might bend a little bit, but that's totally fine. I'm actually, there you go. One side. You're gonna have to push it in from this side, but don't be scared to do that. Or obviously don't push it like a dumbass. Don't do anything like a dumbass. It's pretty straightforward. And that's it. It's out. Put it in, same exact thing. I was saying earlier you want to do it in excess, and this is the exact reason why. I had a lot more space out here, and then I had more time to shape it down. You want space out here so that you can glue it down and it'll stay tight all the way around. I'll show you what kind of cuts you want to do around curves like this, because you want to bring it up here and then you want to cut. So yeah, just in a sec. All right, check this out. I got this piece getting fixed. I already did all this to this side, and I have the paint drying at the same time. There was a little bit of a mishap where glue got onto the paint and I had to give it a second coat, tear off the glue. But for now, I'm just playing the waiting game. So a quick update, this is taking me a little longer than I thought it would. I took everything out. Everything's drying right now. I hit clear coat. I went to the store and I got some vinyl fabric. This is actually gonna help you pretty much. I got all the little trim pieces painted. Right now, I'm wrapping the grab handles and I'm gonna be painting the sun visors as well. The only issue is I cannot get this thing out, the rear view mirror. And for the headliner, this depends on if the vinyl you got has a cloth backing, meaning this. Like if it's not flat and it has a cloth behind it, you're gonna have to take the foam off of the back of this one. And on the Lexus, you don't have to worry because this thing's pretty rigid. But on other headliners, they are somewhat flimsy, so you gotta keep an eye out for that. So I was able to get the rear view mirror out. With this piece, it's above this. You pinch it. What I didn't want to do was break it, but yeah, you're able to pinch it and pull it out. So now that I have it out, I also painted it black along with everything else. So I'm gonna have a full black interior. And I'm also gonna be doing the sunroof visor with this right here. You want to get the duplicate color. You can, like I've seen some people go to Hobby Lobby and they'll get like dye, go up there with a little cotton swab and like dye it, but I've heard that doesn't work that well. I've heard better reviews out of this, so I'll be showing you guys the end results for that. All right, I got this whole thing scraped. It took me a while to do it, but I did it. I was doing it half with a flathead screwdriver and with, whatever the fuck that thing is, a scraper. while you are doing all that, you can let your paint dry. What I managed to do was paint the sunroof, as you can see right here. I ended up just going with black with that paint that I showed you guys earlier. I also showed you guys earlier that this comes out pretty easy. It's just a torque screw right here, and you pop this little thing out. That's it. Well, I got the majority of it on right now. I should tell you, like, if you ever get a little bit, even a little bit of glue on your hands, go wash that shit off, because it will show up on this. I made that mistake already, thankfully, in like kind of an unnoticeable spot. It could be that, or it could be that I didn't let the glue dry. And the reason I didn't let the glue dry was because I have it at like an awkward angle going right now. So when you're doing it, just do it flat. Work on one side at a time. I did that side first. Now I'm doing this side. But yeah, make sure it rolls down flat, or else you're gonna get creases and shit. Unfortunately, I got some. But hopefully you guys are able to make it work better. Also, a heads up, while you're applying the headliner, which I pretty much got done already, you really need to let the glue dry, or else if you press it down, it will bleed through. That's if you're doing suede. Maybe vinyl it won't, but I'm doing suede and it bled through, and there's really no way to get it off. Usually if it was dry, you'd just be able to scratch it off or swipe it off, but since it's completely in the fabric, I'm not gonna be able to. I'll be honest with you guys, I've never been more miserable recording a video than I have with this. I got it in, but oh my God. There's 3 clips back here that you're supposed to press in, and they slide in that way. And then there's a hook up there. You're supposed to get those first and then work your way forwards. But for me, of course, with my luck, this shit only happens to me, right? All 3 of my clips broke. So what I had to do was get the handles in first to support this whole damn thing, which is still not holding by itself, crazy enough. And then get these to hold it up front. So right now, I'm still sewing the other grab handles, and then should be good. And of course I installed this backwards, so I'm gonna have to redo this. Yeah. So I'm getting everything put back together. It's actually going pretty good. You wanna be careful not to lose any screws or clips down here. Easy, easy, easy. But this part right here, it took me a while to understand, but right here is, if you can't get it in, this is what's gonna be stopping you. You wanna go in here first at an angle like this. The whole plate's gonna be faced out like that. You put it in here because there's a little clip right here that stops it from going in. And then once you get it flush down here, then you can rotate it. There's another clip back there. Not clip, like a slot kind of thing. And then you punch all the clips in. It seats nicely. Same thing on the other side. I'll show you guys the end results. The issue I was talking about just now is this right here. It needs to be seated in there, and then you can rotate it in. Go ahead and save you some time. When you're putting the seats back together, make sure your hook is inside of this. I tightened the whole thing. It was off. That's the reason. Don't waste your time. You're putting in your B-pillar back on. You want to make sure your button lines up with this, or else it's not going to sit flush. That needs to. So what I do is I set it all the way to the top, and then I set this all the way to the top from the inside. And then once I have it sort of seated in there, I'll push it down, and then it clicks into place. So you want to get this thing on there, and then you align the button, and then you screw it down here. You're good to close it off. That easy. So I got the whole thing on now. I'd say it came out really nice, actually. I like the blue. It kind of matches with the little diamond stitching that I got going on here. I'm happy with this. definitely happy with this. Oh yeah, that's the after.